wages were very small, but you learned to live with what you had. You know, wasn't a bad education at all, really.
The Great Depression.
Yeah.
You learned a lot about getting by.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, it was.
It's hard for I teach and to get kids to understand what that period was like.
I know.
I struggle to try to find examples for them to.
I know. I tried to. I used to take a can of chicken soup and thicken it and make it with baked potatoes. You know, thicken it for chicken gravy on baked potatoes, things like that. So.
Stretch it as far as you can.
Yes, you get by. And of course, I'm sure my father gave me things from the farm, my mother, and because I lived in the village, so. But
was there a lot of people struggling, a lot of poverty, and during those years around Lancaster?
well, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, we thought about it that way because everybody lived the same. About, I think, and so I sure was.
And what was it like?
Well, it was, of course, something you lived with, and of course, I lived on a farm, so naturally you had enough to eat and all that sort of thing. But I had to come in town by horse and buggy or horse and milk sled. And my brother and I rode in as the Bishop boys, and it was a long, cold ride in the wintertime, I'll tell you. And you think it was colder, but maybe it wasn't, but it seemed so very cold to ride in, and my brother rode on the milk jugs, and my brothers, when they came, they rode in with the bishops on the milk jugs, and they were kind enough to let me ride in the front with a buffalo robe over me and a lantern at my feet. But the rest rode on the milk jugs, so
Wow.
not exactly a warm ride.
No.
But we walked down to the Great Rock School, which was where we lived for the first 8 grades, and got a wonderful education.
Well,
And then we went on from there to the village, and went to high school there. And I'm sure it was looked very big to us after just being at the Great Rock.
yeah. Into the big village of Lancaster.
Yeah,
Because you grew up out east.